Isabella, how you doing?
Hello.
I wanted to thank
Doing,
you guys for taking time to speak with me today.
Sure.
are
It's a
we
pleasure.
already in or talking about the house first?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are we already in the talk itself or
Yes,
do we? All right, okay. Then I start my other microphone. All right.
I wanted to ask, how did the band become a reality?
So there were long work. So the band began in 2018 with the intention. I set the intention in the world to have like a cool band with my voice and some cool metal people around me, and I was actually looking for a band for myself, and it was not um, lucky with what I was looking for, and I just decided to found my own to make sure that the philosophy that I was looking for would be the real. It could be
Hmm.
yeah, could be real, and now it's Flame Redemption. So a few years after, and with a new album, so that's the beautiful thing, but long birth.
And speaking of the album, how long did it take to put the material together for you?
It was long because we had in between some challenges with the bandmates. So, and especially not the bandmate because it's more because of the pandemic. We had
Hmm.
like exactly on the time of the pandemic, we had planned to record the album, and it was not possible to record together because we are allowed just to be two people in the same time to make some recordings, which is really difficult, I would say. And then after this time, it was challenging time for everybody, and some of us decided to prioritize some other things in their life, and we had to find new bandmates in this really challenging time. So it for this point of time, it took a bit time, but yeah, I mean, this is our first album, and we were born in 2018, so it took a few years first to define the style we want to have because it was not sure at the beginning exactly. I had like really some profound line and things that I wanted to have, but there was also a lot of different open doors for the
Sure.
styles. And I was convinced, and I am always convinced that to make different kind of people together with different inspiration and to create the song together could be the best to have like an own style. And but it takes time that everybody put the inspiration that we create everything together. It means we create and compose song really completely together. So it's a long process, except especially when there is like bandmates that change, because if somebody new come in the band, it have for sure different kind of style, inspiration, and which come together. So quite a bit time, but now the first baby is out, and
Yes.
it's a beautiful thing to see that
Yeah.
all the effort bring to
Yeah,
something.
and from my point of someone who came into the band more or less pretty late in that process, I can say the band really took their time at before me going back and forth, what sounds right, what feels right, until they at some point with all, with a lot of discussions got an external expert in there which then got the process a lot forward after all the ideas then said, this is gonna work, and yeah, then we went in the studio after that.
And the
Yes.
name Flame or Redemption, I wanted to ask you, is it basically a statement? If I'm looking at the album and the titles and going through the songs, there's a religious value to it. I wanted to ask, is that what basis for the name?
Yes, so the even if not everything were 100% clear, the lyrics topics were already defined at the beginning of all. It means I knew that I want to speak about different topics that we have all in life. It's not
Sure.
about love, but about really challenge that we have in our life, and also to bring people to self reflection and between the bad and the good, to find their own balance in the context where they are. And so flame or redemption is the expression of this duality, and that's why it's our redemption, that we as human beings have also the choice. We have the choice to do a lot of things here,
Sure.
and I'm convinced, and we always have the choice, even if choice are hard to take. And that's why we have like flame redemption. We were for it was a really long process to find this name. Also because I wanted this paradox, this duality, but I wanted to have also different kind of atmosphere and pictures. But a lot of name already exists, and we wanted to have something really unique. So I think I make like a brainstorming with my bandmate, and we had like 100 name on a paper, a sheet of paper. It was a long process. I'm really happy with the result now. Mm.
I wanted to ask you, who's responsible for putting together the videos for Greed and Karma?
So this is something that we do together. So it depends of the video. In At the beginning, I was doing a lot of things, and always do a lot of things. But now we find now that we are really fixed band, and every bandmate are here for together for the eternity, I hope. We just everybody have like different kind of tasks that we can do, and depending of the process and of the song and of the time, if everybody have, we try to adjust what is needed. And the first that we put out, the Greed, I did it. For the second one, Max, our guitarist, did it, but
Oh.
everybody make the footage itself, so it means really completely self-made. We just do regularly meetings where we define what we want to have and how we can do, and then we put everything together. So it's really a work that we do together.
I wanted to ask if you could speak on the song Sloth. It's one of my favorite tracks on the album.
No, I love this one. Yeah, I would like to know what did you understand about this song, because for me it will be super important to know about what you how you interpret it for yourself.
I took it in as a mean that too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, and also taking too much into something and taking things too far. Like for example, if you were a gym person, you went to gym and you worked out constantly, but you weren't taking time to replenish yourself, you'd actually be doing yourself harm.
Mm. So how could you use it for your life, or what is there something that you could use for you?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Um, I, as you see, enjoy food, so I need to take in a little less and work out a little more.
For food, actually, I think the best song is Excess.
Yes.
Yes. But for Tholos, the beginning is in French, so you probably also. I'm from France, so the lyrics are some part are in French and some other part are in English.
Hmm.
And yes, Sloth is really about procrastination. It's about to just get clear that sometimes our mind are just speaking some bullshit that don't serve us at all in
Hmm.
the mission that we have and how we interact with people around us. And it's just to just realize, to observe how we are, in which situation we are, to progress. And that's why the chorus is stand guard at the door of your mind. let no shadow cross the line, rise above all
Sure.
uncertainty, claim the key, so that we can also take the decision to make the best of it, even if it's hard. I mean, everybody of us have in the life the high and the low, and
Sure.
that's also why the voice is also, and the music, the melody, all the instruments there is, like in Tremolo and Intermission, really part that are always super high, super low, between the growls and the operatics, and with the guitar and all instruments same. There is really this duality.
Mm.
I think that we can feel all the time in all the album. And yeah, it's for me, it's really, I really hope, and I wrote the lyrics with all my heart to serve people, that they can really have realize, for the one that maybe not realize is 100%, that they can make everything they want in their life and go one step further, and maybe go out of the infernal cycle where they are.
Sure. And it's almost like coming out of the safe zone to achieve what you want.
Absolutely. So it's a lot of personal development in
Mhm.
all the lyrics, and most of the time.
I wanted to ask you as well if you could speak with me on the album artwork concept and the artist that was involved.
For the artwork,
Yes.
Who's the artist?
who is writing? For a few minutes, I told you that I do a lot of things for the band, and instead, it seems I do all the graphics, I do everything. So,
Wow.
I do everything. I am graphic designer and a creative director, parallel to the music. So it means that all this is like my, yeah, this is the two things that I do the best in the world. This is like graphic design and songs. So the whole corporate, the identity has been developed from myself, from the logo to the posts that we do on social media. So almost all the things that are really corporate, um, I developed it.
Yeah, we are lucky to be able to do quite a lot of things ourselves on a pretty high level, I'd say.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. So all
Absolutely.
the t-shirts, you can go on the merch shop. I mean, also the merch shop, I developed it, and I built everything. So but I have to say, I am passionate about it. I am passionate about to create things and to make things get reality. And if I did it, I mean, everybody can do it. So whatever the mission of people are, um, there is always way, and there is just don't give up. Everybody that listen here now, maybe later the prior podcast, don't give up on your dreams. Just do every day a small step. You don't have to make it in 3 days, but never give up.
And I see the joy in your face when I hear you talk about the band and working within the band. The total joy that comes over you. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you as well, what's the next step for the band? What can fans look for next?
I think we all are so impatient to tour and to show the album in the world. So we are um, doing everything ourselves, like I said before. And for the booking, Jonas do also a lot of action and take action and make
Yeah.
things possible. But if you also are looking or listen to this podcast, and you are like an event or an organizer of festival and so on, please contact Jonas
Mhm.
because we
Yeah.
would love to tour.
Band@flameoredaction.com. Yeah. We are trying to push a lot of things. Right now, we are mostly in Germany and the neighboring countries, trying to, yeah, play more gigs, play more shows. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. I had
I
some
think
idea, but it's not there
I
right
think
now.
I think this is just, there is a lot of really a lot of things that we are planned to do, but that I really think the next step is really to tour, because now we have the album. We definitely have also some other songs that are in progress, but this album is now there, and we really want to communicate that the songs then came out and then can reach people, and hopefully bring light in their life.
Absolutely. And I wanted to ask you both if you could take me back in time and tell me how your musical career started.
Jonas, do you want to begin?
Yeah, I can start. How did my musical career start? Yeah, very, very early on, as a little child, already got a small little tin can drum, and everyone, other parents were asking my mother, "How in the world would you give your child such something so noisy?" But yeah, she wants to support my creativity. And yeah, later, first, when I thought about getting real about drums, the first step would have been like marching bands, like something like that, Schützenvereine in Germany. And yeah, but just the snare drum was not really for me. I then pretty soon wanted to get to the real drum set, and yeah, started in the school band, and then had in the neighboring class were some hardcore punk, deathcore guys, in which we formed a band. And yeah, I think that's what when I got into more heavier music. And yeah, yeah, that. And then there was quite a break, but just back in after some years of just some jamming here and there, well, in the town I was studying in, I got back into bands like alternative rock, one small band, then a little bigger one. Greets to Invisible Joe at this point, alternative rock. And yeah, then when I moved to Bavaria, I needed a new band. It's 600 kilometers moving. Yeah, through the guitarists, I came to Flame Redemption, and yeah, I already had like metal drumming, some experiences from that band from school. Then I was digging deeper into that, and well, I'm still learning. What that's I guess that's life. Yeah, and there I am.
And what would you say are some drummers that influenced you as to pick up the sticks?
Um, well, drummers to pick up the sticks. Can't really say like probably in the early stage, of course, Dave Grohl of Nirvana, and but my today's influences, I would say, like especially for the chorus of Karma, for example, I that was is pretty much Christoph Schneider of Rammstein, and otherwise, well, there's some little jazzy parts here and there, but yeah, other than that, yeah, of course, Dave Lombardo, but well, that's the usual thrash drumming, and yeah. Yeah, some. I personally like to. I hear a lot of yeah, extreme technical death metal, and for the album I really had to learn a new technique. I need to learn the heel toe double bass foot technique, which there are some specialists out there who I learn from.
And how did your career start?
So career, I don't know if it's a career, but at the age of 6, there was already obvious that I have two things that are for me the only things that I really will always love. That's music and drawing. And and yes, so at the age of 6, I began the music, my first instrument, and was also super lucky that my mom loved to sing and sing really, really well. So my mom is soprano. She sings really super high. I am also soprano, but I have also a lot of deep tone that she can have. She can't sing, but it was always super interesting and nice to make some music also at home with her. And after that, I mean, I do a lot of years music. Then I changed with the drawing, and I had at this point of time to choose. I was not allowed to make both. So I had to choose, and I choose then the drawing, and I study design and make the design, and I had few years ago a breakthrough. So I was working in a graphic design agency, and I hadn't been fired because the company was not going good. It's then gonna not gonna yeah. And it was for me like the shock. It was my first job, and I was with nothing. They didn't pay me for a month, and I was okay. What could I do now? And I decided
Mhm.
to say to get freelancer because I thought if I can't have money at the end of the month, I want to know why. And at this point of time, I had like a lot of time because I was building my clients
Mhm.
and to get my first contracts and so on. And I have a lot of time. And with a friend of mine, I had like a guitar somewhere and didn't use it. And I just asked him, "Okay, do you use your guitar? No. Could I use your guitar? Can you play guitar? No, but I would like to try."
Mhm.
And I was like really in the one worst of time of my life, I would say now, but actually the best because that can happen to me if I can see it now. And I take the guitar, and I was convinced the guitar would be my next instrument,
Sure.
something super cool. I didn't have a band at this point of time, and during when I didn't do some design, I was with a guitar, and I was like just playing and singing so long and so often that the neighbor just knocked on the door. Yeah, we can maybe think about some hours when you can play. And
I had the police at my place a lot of times too.
and then I realized at this point of time, okay, it's so too much. I can't stay at home. I have to find a band, and I just realized that the guitar was just an excuse, and I wanted to sing only, and then after that, I had my first band experiences, and yeah, it's now a long time ago, and yeah, and then I was in Berlin in this point of time. I think Berlin was also really like a breakthrough from the creativity for me. So because I'm come from France, I was in Berlin. Then after I came to Bavaria and Flame of Redemption, um, yeah, was born in Bavaria, in Munich, and yeah, and then it was a new story that began from this point on time. So and professionalism began I think almost in the same time I'm Flame of Redemption because the crazy thing with Flame of Redemption, it was born in 2018, and in 2019 the first show we had was a contest, and we won every contest. We had the first ever concert we made, we had first prize from the contest, then after the second prize and first prize and third prize, and then we had like 1 year crazy with show without end, and we were like we didn't have so much song at this point of time, and we really had to make a lot of things. So that's also the reason why we didn't record before. And in 2020 we get with this contest in semi-final Germany, and it was February, at the beginning of February 2020, and 1 week after it was a lockdown. so,
Oh, wow.
so it was that it was an amazing time, like to play. Like we are 1 year together, and then that after we had like 1 year with every single month different shows. It was just amazing. It was so we grow actually so we grew so fast in this point of time, and then after everything gets slow because of the pandemic. But I'm also happy that it is now like it was, because we are much more prepared, the quality of the album that we bring out was like we rework it's so much hours on every
Sure.
songs again, but for the best result. We just promised ourselves when we put the album out, we want really to serve people and to have the best quality we can get. And it was a lot of time, a lot of years, but not for nothing. And I hope that people can recognize it and it can touch them.
And it speaks volumes. And getting back to the album, it is hard for me to pick tracks to speak about because it's great from top to bottom, and it shows the effort that was put into the album. How long did it take for you to put the songs in order? Because I love the flow of the album.
That took some time. Yes. Like I guess like before, like we had multiple sessions where we put every song name on a little paper and put it back and forth and listen to it again and again. How would the best order be? How would it flow? Yeah, that's the process. Like
We
we
spend time.
literally put every song name on a paper and thought
And we were not
about it,
agreeing.
slept about it.
We have different opinion because yeah, that's also which is your favorite song. The some for some for 1 month is my favorite phone song. The third, then 3 months after, then the second, and
Sure.
Also,
so sorry.
for the singles that we released previously to the album, singles from the album, we had a little internal survey to friends and yeah people who know yeah what order would you put it what are your favorite songs?
Yeah, just to
So
have like
not just our biased opinions.
Sure.
yes, because we are not objective. It's clear. It's not possible.
And we spoke about the merchandise and stuff. I wanted to ask you, what's the best way to get a physical copy of the album and any merchandise that you have?
You can only go on the website, or you have everything on the website on www.flameorredemption.com, and you have everything. You can also listen the song directly there from Spotify, and to see some picture of us, and for sure to have the merchandise, a small biography. Everything is there, so it's super easy. Everything is direct in our own house. Everything built from ourselves.
And then speaking on that, I wanted to ask you, if you could talk to your fans and give them a message, what message would you give your fans?
Which message I will give my fans, man?
Yes, I'd like you to give a message for your fans.
Believe in yourself. Go for it for your dreams. Never give up. Listen music. Feel good. Change your state in 1 second by listening music to make your day amazing. And if you decide to make your day amazing, it will be amazing.
Absolutely. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for creating an album that I enjoyed from top to bottom.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Touch our hearts. Thank you so much for the invitation.
And please feel free to update me at any time with any new news as it comes about.
We will, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, my
Of
friend.
course, and
Enjoy the rest
then
of your
we'll have an
day.
update. Yeah, you
Absolutely.
too.
Take
Rock
care.
on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.